you got some letters in regard to John Hightower's actions like off the field. I was wondering if you could elaborate that and how important is it being active in the community? Because as a student athlete, it'd be pretty easy to not do anything and nobody would ever say anything, but I think it'd be a lot harder to actually.
Sure. Sure. Well, I'm kind of jumping the gun. I was going to share this, but I got one recently. I don't have it in front of me. But the bottom line of the letter was John went to a veteran's home and made an impact. That's really what it is. I mean, and here's a guy that went out of his way to go make a difference, and as described, in an environment that needed some uplifting, and he was there to do that. And the gentleman that wrote me the letter was also former military, and took notice of one of our players in an environment where some guys could go put the jersey on and go do what they're asked to do to get their hours in, right? All right, this is required. You need to get, because we ask our guys, hey, you at least got to get 2 events in this community. And our guys, we've actually stopped saying that. It was probably 2 years ago. I kind of mentioned that to our team, and now guys just do it. And so John goes and makes a difference, and does it in a way where it's not there to check a box, but actually goes and tries to build or connect with people that were there. And that's what the letter reads, and it's 2 pages long, and it goes into detail and talks about how proud this gentleman was to watch one of our players make a difference in the community, and not just stay there and check out, but stay there, connect, bring joy, and then make a difference. And then the next time go out there, and I think he had the stats for the game, you know, he had 170 some yards and whatever touchdowns, right? And go make plays. So you view these guys, you watch them on TV and they're making plays, and you think that's all they do is just sit around here and just gear up, lift weights and drink protein shakes and get ready to go play ball. And then they're out there actually in the community doing what everybody else does, making a difference. Because they're people, that's what they do. Football's going to be over. I think they all realize that at some point the game's going to end. So what are they going to do, all right, in their communities when they're done playing? And I got this nice letter, and you know, I was going to share it with the team, so we're jumping the gun here, but I mentioned it, and that's really what it said. And it talks about, and he's not the only guy. I mean, I get letters like that all the time on our players about how they go out and make a difference in the community. And people notice that, and so stuff like that to us that is not about, you know, necessarily the wins every Saturday, but in our jobs and how we talk about culture in this program, that stuff matters. We get these guys for 4 years, and at the end of this year, a quarter of our team will leave and a quarter of the team will come in, right? And they'll go on and they'll go do different things, and then they'll be like a lot of our ex-players and come back here, or they'll be like Alexander Madison talking about go Broncos or bleed blue when he's in the NFL and he's living large and all that, but you know what? He still remembers the Broncos. Because here it wasn't about football for him. Alexander was a guy that went and made a difference in the community, and people surrounded him and fell in love with him, not because he's just a great player, but the kind of person he is. Our guys do that all the time. You know, I mean, that's really where the stories, we got 100 stories that people could write and talk about with our guys in the community and making a difference. And you know, Maggie O'Meara did the story on Bernice, and I saw that, and I got a chance to come home and watch it last night. Well done, always. The Sevens hero is fantastic, so that's always a big-time deal for our family. But it's things like that, you know, and we're talking about kind of the connection that we have, but you see all our players high-fiving and stopping and shaking hands and doing the same thing that, you know, that I was doing in the video. So all of our guys are doing that. That's really the difference. And the 125 cookies that she made, I opened them up, I walked down the hallway, I turned back around, guys left the meeting rooms, and there was 2 left, and I got one of them. So I did appreciate that, and they were delicious, all right? And I will return the Tupperware, all right, in due time, if she's wondering.
A lot of your numbers